from misery to happiness to thee. I'm on my way from misery to happiness to thee. I'm on my way to what I want from this world, and years from now you'll make it to the next world, and everything that you receive up yonder is what you give to me the day I wonder. I took a right turning yesterday. Yeah, I took a right turning yesterday. I took the road that brought me to your hometown. I took the bus.
The Great Wall of China is the biggest object ever made by humans. It stretches across mountains, deserts and grasslands for over 6,000 kilometers. The ancient Chinese built the wall to keep the invaders from the west out of the country. The first sections of the wall were built as early as 600 BC. It was finally completed during the Ming Dynasty in the 17th century. The Great Wall is made of dirt, mud, stone and brick. It's between 5 to 9 meters tall and up to 8 meters wide. At times, up to 1 million Chinese soldiers guarded the wall. It has been estimated that somewhere in the range of 4 to 6 million Chinese died as part of building the wall. This is over the centuries it took to build, of course.
Alrighty, well, our cabbie dropped us off, I suppose, at our destination, and we're all good to go. We've just been doing the final attachments, installments. Oh shit. We don't really know where to go.
I think I brought a little bit too much, but we try to bring as much water as we could because we don't know if there's any streams up here, so we need water for drinking and cooking. So I think that's what's weighing, it's weighing most of our bags down is water, plus our supplies like food.
Well, we're almost at the top. Oh, far out. Oh, it's been a good climb. It's steep. This is probably the steepest part. I made it to the Great Wall. On that note, just want to let you know that Benjamin made it to the wall.
Yeah.
We almost slight incident.
Lazy fuck, stop filming and make it up here.
He's getting all huggy. Smell like a beast.
Yeah.
Probably can't see, but I'm drenched. I'm drenched in sweat. But it feels good. Apart from that little slip, just it's getting really steep here. Wow. Oh, is this one of the big pillars? There's been some definitely hairy moments ever since we arrived to the wall, trying to find a place to camp.
Just got up out of my tent about 10 minutes ago, 5-10 minutes ago, and it's a absolutely beautiful view. Really stunning from up here. We're on this I guess plateau kind of. The best thing I like about this wall is that like this part of or this section of the Great Wall is it's still untouched. It's unrestored. It's still its original glory.
It's absolutely beautiful. I don't like that. I'll think of something better to say.
Phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. The views, 360-degree views. The sheer mass of this structure and how far it spans, it's incomprehensible. It is just beautiful, the location out here.
Watchtowers were built at regular intervals on the Great Wall and could be up to 40 feet tall. They were used as lookouts and fortresses, as well as housing garrisons of troops and stockpiled supplies. There were also signal stations where beacons, smokes and flags were used for messages. The great thing about hiking the unrestored section of the wall is that you're less likely to see other tourists. At times as a traveller, I love being away from the hordes of tourists, plus the battered down, crumbling wall makes a hike a little more adventurous.
I feel like a rock climber. But no, I'm not a rock climber. I barely know how to rock climb at all. I think that's the hardest part that we know of so far.
Yeah, that's a steep one.
The problem about getting to the peak is that you then have to head back down, which creates and sustains more impact on the knees. So it's a good idea to take regular rest stops.
Oh yeah.
Traveling with mates make journeys so much more memorable and amusing. Hiking some of the treacherous terrain on the Great Wall felt easier knowing that I wasn't the only one going through it. Plus, it's a nice feeling being able to share an event like this with mates.
Oh. That was maybe... Oh, shit. That was maybe 40 meters. So what's that, 120 feet? Oh, it took a long time to get up.
Oh yeah.
Beautiful. Bloody beautiful. Alright.
If we'd leave now, I'd be happy. Because what I've seen is glorious, but we're not going anywhere.
Poor Robbie had a tumble during the day and lost a bit of his confidence and became more cautious with which route to take, making sure to carry out the safer option.
Walking up these steps is not easy. It's constant. Everything is so steep. Everything is so steep walking up here. How is it, Robbie?
I'm still a bit shaken, to be honest, from my fall earlier, and the very steep bit back near the first night's rest. Yeah, I'm looking forward to a nice flat bit at the moment.
Looking at what laid ahead, I felt a little sorry for Robbie, as it didn't look like there was a great deal of flat sections in front of us.
Absolutely wicked here. You can only walk on a small part of the wall because the rest of the wall is just covered in trees and shrubs. Just beautiful.
It's literally like a jungle here. Oh, this is the wall. It's just overgrown with like vegetation. Got my makeshift rope here. I know I'm a unit. No, seriously. I'm gonna get Benny up there to just help me. I've just tied it onto my bag. I'm gonna climb up these bricks, but this is gonna be a makeshift ladder. I think it's what all the locals uses and everyone else. So I'm just gonna climb up this, see how it goes. Pass Benny up my my rope, and he's just gonna kind of pull me up and give me a hand. The ladder that were bricks piled on top of each other, used by locals and other hikers, jiggled as I put my weight on it. Knowing that Benny was at the top, holding my makeshift safety rope, I felt at ease, scaling the wall.
Perfect.
And that's how it's done. Makeshift rope, worked like a treat.
Okay, now you got it. Oh, good. Yep.
As for Robbie, he got up pretty fast, but it definitely wasn't the most graceful looking way. But who said we needed to be graceful? It's not like we had a bunch of women to impress around us.
Wow. And that's what we call sailing up the wall.
Graceful that was. I came to a section of the Great Wall, and just in front of me, I thought it was a wall. I'm like, oh, I went the wrong way. No. These are steps. Cameras doesn't do justice, but it's pretty much vertical.
Why did they build this? I thought Chinese were fucking tiny. It's gonna take forever.
What are your thoughts?
There's got to be another way.
No.
Oh Christ, they could have made this wider. You just got to get a shot from above. So you see the shit.
I'd be lying if Pav and myself said that we didn't find it amusing seeing a worried look in Robbie's eyes as he clambered up the wall, but at the same time, a feeling of concern ran through our bodies for him. How you feeling?
I'm fucking paralysed with this fear. My head's telling me, just go back down.
I'm actually trailing the boys a little bit. Went to get some snacks and some food and... shit. Alright, that's where they are. I am not looking forward to going up there. Far out. It's got to be done. I'm so hungry. I'm so hungry. I knew I should have brought more chocolates. Robbie scared shitless. That's it, Robbie!
Having a 30-kilo backpack on made climbing a little dangerous and immensely slow, and because the steps were excessively steep as well as terribly thin, it made balancing difficult, which forced me to hug the wall constantly.
It's high, it's steep. Vertigo, eh? Is that what you call it? I've got a severe case of it. Oh, you feel weak in the knees.
Yeah.
You feel sick in the stomach. That's scary. I don't want to do that again.
When you pushed a big 3-0, so I thought, I don't know, back in my younger days I would have gone up that, but it's just my pack. I lose balance pretty easy having a 30-kilo pack, so I'm not going to risk it. We're living the unemployed life, not the stupid life.
There it is, safety first. Will's not taking any chances, and I sure as hell aren't taking any chances. And Robbie didn't even bother coming up here. And I don't blame him. After he slipped off the cliff, as we were trying to scale back up the wall, no, I would be scared too. I mean, yeah, what Will said with the packs, he's definitely right. On your own, no packs, yeah, no worries. With the packs, it's too dangerous. We don't really know where we want to go to. We have no set destination, but the sun will be setting, not for a couple hours, but it'll set over that mountain within the next maybe hour or so. And then it's going to get dark and cold. Anyways, we're all hungry. Hungry.
So this is our fort. Right here, we're going to be sleeping on top of that. This is our family room. Got a fire here, so we're going to light this up later on tonight after we set up camp. But I'll show you. Oh, I'll show you upstairs, shall I? We got an amazing view of the wall that way. The T intersection's just up ahead a bit more, and the wall actually splits. So tomorrow we'll be passing the T intersection, but tonight we're going to camp out here. It doesn't look much of a place to set up tent, but we'll be able to fit our tents up here. So yeah, we're going to call it a night.
What were they thinking, these Chinese? They killed more people building the wall than they saved from enemy invasion.
So everything's set up now. All our tents are good to go. Got enough firewood. Got the fire. Got the rice cooking. Will's just cutting up some sausage. It's glorious. Now, there's only one thing we're missing here. Any guesses? Yeah, that's right. Women.
I guess when guys are together, it doesn't take long to talk about women. But besides the lack of women around us, reaching our campsite was one of the best parts of the day, as it gave us the opportunity to rest and relax our aching bodies from the grueling day. The great thing about camping is being out in nature, without mobile phones, TVs, traffic, and the sights and sounds of city life. It's funny how the simple things in life truly are the happiest. Campfire is a great way to share stories, to get to know someone better, like Benjamin. He brought a different energy into the group. He's the youngest in the group, and in a positive way, he reminds me of me 10 years ago. Audacious, overconfident, and unafraid of the consequences. The following morning, we were again graced with beautiful blue skies. We headed off after we slowly packed up camp. A tip for all campers: take your rubbish with you. As an outdoor person, one thing I hate is people leaving their rubbish laying around in the campsites.
So we're all packed up, good to go. We just had breakfast. Yeah, breakfast was pretty awful. We had oats, just did not taste nice. Anyway, some of the boys were already up there, and we're heading up today.
Beautiful day. But I'm not going to do anything stupid. I don't do peer pressure.
It's a pretty thin path. I got the wall to my right and pretty much vegetation to my left. It's just a constant uphill battle. You can see over my right shoulder, it's just an amazing view.
Will and Ben are going up. Robbie's looking up.
Hey,
Scared. It looks.
if the locals say don't do it,
There's two ways. The locals are behind us. The locals behind us said there's two ways. You can go down that way or up that way. It doesn't look good. I'm not going up because it looks far too steep. Just judging by Will's steps, huge steps he's doing. I'm not a hero. I'm not going up just to prove a point. To be a man's man, I'm not a man's man. I'm a ladies' man. I'm not. I'm just a scared boy who doesn't want to fall. Yeah, judging by Will's steps, no way. Robbie's on a smart move. The Swede, he's just nuts. He's nuts. Plus he's got maybe 10 kilos less.
Alright, I'm just climbing up right now, up that steep part, and it's kind of shitty. I'm trying not to look back. I don't want to get vertigo. I was getting it a couple of times yesterday, and I looked back once or twice and I could feel my legs shaking. It's really crap when you look back and you just see how steep it is. Like, it just makes your legs all shaky, your heart starts beating. Yeah, it's a really thin corridor I'm walking up, so yeah, I'll show you, but I'm not actually going to look back. I'm just going to point it. There we go. So yeah, I'm just going to continue up towards that way.
Oh, it was a short detour, but I definitely think it was worth it. The risk involved, minimal. Absolutely minimal. And that's how we like it. What do you think?
yeah. I never wanted to go up the stairs.
Well! Nothing. Alright, we'll probably head up there soon.
I'm really nervous. I really just want them to be okay. I don't know why some people choose different paths. Like, Apav and I, cowards for going the different way? I don't think so. Some people are born with good judgment. Some people are born with big egos.
Big what?
Egos. That might be it. Or bravery or something, I don't know. But I just fucking hope they make it okay. They're making me nervous, really nervous. This is like wall climbing, but a bit more serious.
No, I love you. I'm gonna give it a go. I'm gonna give it a go.
I'm scared just being up here. Oh, being scared of heights. Not the good one. Oh, here they are.
You're good. You took the other way. It's well, it's like wall climbing, but this time I didn't have any safety net.
God damn it! It's fucking vertical. Do you want a hand?
Yeah, just
Ben.
rope.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
That was sketch. The other part wasn't too bad. It was just steep, but you could actually, you know, put your feet on something and climb up on something. But this is a little bit more like wall climbing, and I'm not very experienced at that. Done a lot of hiking, but never really wall climbing, especially with a pack on. So
You never done wall climbing with a 30-kilo pack on? Wow.
I know it's outrageous.
Yeah.
But Benny, thanks very much, mate. Appreciate it. Good man.
I think up to there looked okay, and I thought maybe it wasn't going to be but that bit just what these boys just climbed up where we saw them was yeah. That's how it goes. Thankfully, we're all safe.
After climbing the unsafe section, I had a quick breather and a photo session of the inspiring landscape with Robbie, while Pavlo and Benjamin checked out our next challenge.
There is a way going just along the side here, and I think that's a better choice of direction.
Yeah. There is no way in hell I'm going down there. You couldn't pay me enough to go down there. Just down here is a much safer route. I'm not sure if you can see. There's a slight track. Looks a bit like a slight track down here.
Idiot here is trying to catch a lizard. What a moron. What a dipstick. Hiking really gives me a lot of time to think about everything. But with me, I love just being in the moment. Seeing the guys soaking up the hike, I knew how much they were enjoying it and felt fortunate to experience it.
Right on you.
Looking back at the section we avoided, I think we all breathed a sigh of relief.
More makeshift roads. People don't want to do the walls anymore. It's too dangerous. A lot of steps.
This would have to be the toughest hike I've ever done. It doesn't just give you any time for respite. As soon as you finish one hill, another one awaits. This is the first hike I've done where you hike for the trail and not for the scenery. It constantly keeps your toes and mind thinking. This construction by man creates nothing but awe from the millions of people who pay homage to this impressive structure.
That's why I'm staying here, safe from the...
Yeah, okay.
You got it?
Yeah.
Thanks, bud. Looking down looked worse than climbing down. It didn't feel that terrifying, but I guess it helped that I didn't have the weight of my backpack
You did find
on.
it, right?
As for Robbie, he took the long and safe trail instead of the stupid and adventurous option, where paths soon followed.
After watching Will go down and Benjamin go down, I'm not going down. I was happy filming it, but I'll take the easy way out, the safe way.
It's okay. It's okay. Be aware of your own limitations. The wall isn't only difficult and strenuous to hike, but also very dangerous. So you may consider the tourist section of the wall, as it's maintained and restored and safer for public use. But for people who want a little more thrill and a little less crowd, I highly recommend the Jiangku to Sancha section.
Up that mountain, that's our attempted destination. So we're around halfway, we've come halfway from the top to the bottom. Excuse me. Beautiful, beautiful, easy walk. Maybe another half the distance down, and then it's going to be all up, and it's going to be Yeah, it's not going to be pretty. It's going to be slow. We'll be huffing and puffing.
I never understood why people who don't have to spend 48 weeks of the year working. It's funny because we all know that there's more to life than working, so why do it? There's a misconception that traveling is expensive. That's entirely wrong. Well, unless you like your little luxuries. Pav and I survive with as little as $300 to $1,000 a month, depending on which country.
The boys are just jovial, singing songs. Ben singing about the Great Wall and Will Smith singing about, well, things I can't mention. Not on camera. Never a dull moment.
I just think like hiking the Great Wall, especially this part because it's so untouched, as you can see. Like there's vegetation growing on the wall itself. I don't know. It's this weird feeling inside. It's definitely my favourite trek so far that I've done, and I've done some amazing treks out there. But I'm gonna keep continuing, heading up to that mountain there.
I'm always the slowest going uphill. The breathing is harder, definitely harder. The asthma doesn't help. I haven't needed my pump yet, which is good. Just gotta take it easy. Oh, far out.
The Great Wall, one of the greatest wonders of the world, was listed as a World Heritage by UNESCO in 1987. Just like a gigantic dragon, the Great Wall winds up and down from east to west of China. With a history of more than 2,000 years, some of the sections are now in ruins or have completely disappeared. However, it is still one of the most appealing attractions all around the world, owing to its architectural grandeur and historical significance.
It's really nice to be able to see where you came from. So it's like, yep, we were up there, went all the way along there, up to there, all the way down, and now we're hiking up. It's far out, it's difficult.
It's beautiful, absolutely beautiful, and its original glory, absolutely stunning.
These twigs and sticks just scratch your legs, hit your face.
We were all tired, dehydrated and hungry, and after another long day we were glad to find a pretty watchtower to rest our heads for the night.
Oh, we like this one. It's got a nice view here. This whole complex structure is very pretty. Quite the view.
Gonna introduce something new. I'd like to take this occasion to introduce one of the most valuable things you need when you're out here hiking.
Water.
No,
Water.
it's a stick.
Women.
Water.
This is a stick.
Gives a look.
I made it myself, and
You gave birth to it.
it's actually
You
not.
gave love to a tree.
Having a stick when you're out hiking like this is invaluable. I mean, you're just having something to lean on when you're walking down a really sharp ledge, which we've been doing a lot.
When you're not strong,
And I'll be your friend.
So yeah,
To lean on.
stick.
just in a tent. It's pretty windy, but it's gonna be a good night. Good night tonight.
It's really, really bad. For some reason, it's just like It's starting to get really windy outside, and it's blowing all the air inside of our fortress. Yeah, it's too windy. I'm gonna close it up because the dust is getting inside. Good night.
So windy. Windy.